I really can't wait to hear the album, man. I really
can't wait for you to hear it, man. It's so much fun. Like,
yeah, it's gonna be.
I just know anyone that hears it's like, oh, I've heard this before. Oh wait, no, I haven't.
Welcome to Afro Soul Stories, where creativity, art, and music meet. This week, we are joined by a very good friend of mine, who is a saxophonist, who has been making lots of waves in the London jazz scene. He's recently recorded a new, is it an album or an EP? I think it's a long EP, but it's an album, really, let's face it. And has recently just returned back from a trip to Ghana. In recent times, he has been playing at the Brick Lane Jazz Festival. He has been doing a lot of gigs in Belgium with a collective that he will talk about. And we are going to be looking forward to his new album in the new year. Ladies and gents, my good friend, Mr. Ade Kayode.
Hey. I just felt that felt right.
That felt right.
I just had to do it, yeah.
How you doing, man?
I'm great. I'm rested. Nice. I'm looking forward to this week. Yeah. I'm just kind of ready to kind of be back in Babylon and try and earn some money, you know?
Nice. So tell me a little bit about your life, about growing up. I know that you have Nigerian heritage and you're also British as well.
Right.
So tell me about growing up. Tell me about your route into jazz and your love of music, yeah.
So obviously my mum is Nigerian, Yoruba, and my dad was Welsh from the valleys. Then he moved to London when his dad died. So I think it's probably around his teenage years, around then. So he's like, you see him and you'd be like British. Yeah. But he's like, fuck Britain. Nah,
he's Welsh.
Yeah, but I'm like, bro, come on. You want a cup of tea? All of that shit. Yeah. That's you. That's you. So I ended up growing up with a lot of very influential African and Caribbean musicians. Yeah, cool. And I don't think I really kind of recognized that until I was maybe 20 years old or something.
Yeah, you realize later on, you're like, wow, these guys were,
Right, yeah. I'd be a bit, I'd be doing my thing, I'd be a musician now, and I'd be in spaces, and then I just mentioned one of their names, and like, oh yeah, you know Sugu. Oh yeah, no, back in the day, that's my older brother. I'm like, okay. I just thought that was the Ghanaian uncle that just likes to chat, stories and play drum and stuff. And like speaking to them a bit more. I was like, oh wait, shit, you play for Rolling Stones. Oh, you were there at the. Oh, you knew Fela Kuti.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah. I
always have say these things out loud, you know what I mean. And then, I think my upbringing, it was an interesting one, to be honest. I don't know how much to get in depth about it, but my parents, they both worked for the NHS. Mm-hmm. They're very hardworking. Mm-hmm. So I spent a lot of my early years being kind of a big brother. Mm-hmm. And looking after myself a bit more because they were working a lot of the time. They kind of, from the moment I was born, like the Nigerian stuff was coming very strong. You know, you got to be top of the class.
Oh, of course.
You got to, what university are you? I don't care if you're 6 years old, we're planning for university right now.
Yep.
Like, you know, what secondary school you're going to. Even like the secondary school I went to, so I ended up going to this Catholic boys secondary school. Mm-hmm. It's like the most private state school in the whole. Cardinal Vaughan, shout out. A lot of teachers, honestly, I'm so grateful to so many of those teachers. It was a really good experience. But I got a music scholarship there, so I got free music lessons while I was there. Yeah. And I don't think I even really appreciated that too much till I was later on in life, and I was at university, and I was like, oh wait, you guys are struggling with this? Oh no, man.
I know this.
I was doing this in year 9 or something. Like this is standard. So like I'm really grateful to them. But what I mean is that I was actually going to that school 4 years before I actually went to that school.
Right.
So they had all these after school programs and things at the school. So the whole department knew me before I'd even got
That's
there.
great, man. Yeah.
So like my parents were very much like, okay, we're gonna have a plan. This. And then my teenage years have been a very interesting one where I've been the eldest brother. I've been a carer.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And I've been just managing all of that whilst trying to, but also having to be the role model in the sense of trying to do
the right thing.
Be, you know, still get my grades in school, and just try and make sure my brother was okay with everything, because
I've met your brother.
No, he's great. He's cool. I can't, like, in my years now, I've realized, I look at him like, man, we spoiled you.
Yeah.
There was too many people worrying about you, bro. There was actually too many people, because now I'm looking at you like, man, if I just spent those hours on myself. Like,
no, he's a good guy. He seems to be doing all right.
He's doing great. And he's on his way to becoming a doctor now.
Well, fantastic.
He's at a medical school.
Wow. Fantastic. Fantastic.
High-performing Nigerian family.
Yeah, you know. Well, you know, they say in African families, you can be a lawyer, a doctor, or a failure.
Yeah. It's crazy, actually. Like, I'll never forget when my grandma first realized I was doing music as a path. She was so unhappy.
Yeah.
She was so happy. But then, I don't even know how much I should say on this podcast, to be fair. I'm just trying to, like, figure out, what do I filter and what do I not filter?
No, but I mean, like, but family has expectations.
Family is family,
Saying you're going to be a musician to any family in you know, any immigrant family, doesn't matter if you're African or Asian or wherever. They're like, hey, you know, we want you to be at the top of the tree. You know what I mean? Yeah. And they feel that music isn't necessarily a viable option. But I think that you are on a good trajectory, and I think the work that you're doing is really, really good. So let's talk about early music years and how you have fallen in love with jazz and your route into that.
How did I fall in love with jazz? To be fair, I think I'm still falling in love with it a bit, because part of me doesn't like jazz.
You see, this is the conversation I want to have. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we could go there. Yeah. Part of me doesn't really enjoy jazz too much. Like, I didn't go conservatoire. I did. I experienced. You know, I've done my classical grades when I was younger at my secondary school. I've, you know, like I've practiced. Like, I say my style is more of a self-taught style, because it's more based on my life, like things I've listened to, things I've been around growing up, which is very different to a lot of jazz musicians nowadays, because it's like an academic practice nowadays.
Course,
It's a whole different thing. Like, the idea of swing is like, you know, there's academic books about these kind of things now and stuff. So it's like when you say jazz nowadays, it's a
study.
Like, what does that even mean? Like, and then, like, you see venues that are just, you know, saying jazz for the sake of jazz. Like, the amount of venues that I've seen that they're doing jazz night, and it's like, why am I only hearing Amy Winehouse now?
Like, what is jazz?
We need to call out some people. Like, honestly, like, even the fact that why do venues have, like, saxophones, like, just like printed on the outside of their buildings? I'm seeing the venues know who they are. Like, I'm like, do you have live music? No, we don't have. It's like, so
what? What's going on?
What are you doing? So, jazz sells. Like, the word jazz sells. It's like a big thing.
It's a genre. Yeah.
But, like, I don't know. I think historically it's worth figuring out what makes us unique within the jazz world, because, like, the UK's got its own thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's different from the States and America.
Absolutely, yeah.
And I think it's good to kind of understand what happened. Like, Kenrick Rowe, for example, the Jazz Jamaica OG drummer, like Scatterlights, everyone, like, one of the biggest reggae drummers, like, period.
Yeah.
Like, he will tell you what made him get interested in jazz. He was in Ronnie Scott's and he heard Art Blakey play for the first time. And that was the moment he was like,
damn,
wow, I need to practice that. I want to be able to do that type thing. But then when you see Art Blakey, like, who was about, like, why was Art Blakey over there at the time anyway? And what it kind of, well, obviously someone hired him, But what is also happening at the same time is that the Africans had come over already. Like maybe, I wish I get my numbers actually factually accurate, but I think maybe the 40s.
Right,
40s, like around then was when they started coming over.
Yeah.
And so this new like high life music, like all these kind of African influences, like Roland Kirk, we need to stop calling him a jazz musician.
Right.
He is just a musician. This kind of practice that they were doing was influencing the whole culture altogether.
Yeah, of course.
Like Osibisa and what that did for the whole scene, like pioneering Caribbean and African musicians. Like all this stuff is like monumental, and it's how we're here now.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, absolutely. But
then you've also got the jazz world that like in the conservatoires where they're like, oh, we study American songbook music, and which is, I do as well.
Yeah.
But that's one part of what the music is. So nowadays, I even struggle calling myself a jazz musician.
I know you've got a big Afro influence as well. I mean, that's, it's one of the reasons that we're talking. So recently you have been doing a lot of work with Osibisa, and you have just come back from Ghana. Let's talk about Ghana.
Charlie.
So this was your first trip to Africa.
First trip to West Africa.
To West Africa.
Yeah, that's Africa. That's Africa. When you go. I've been Morocco.
Yeah, cool.
Morocco was cool.
Yeah.
But when you get off,
you want sub-Sahara.
I was just like, wow, I'm the whitest person in the room right now. I was like, wow, this is a new feeling. Like, you know what I mean? Like while I'm in London, like I noticed at the moment in London, the way people look at me in London is like so different to the way they look at me in Africa. Yeah. Obviously, people are still gonna look at me. I don't necessarily have the most orthodox look necessarily, but like it was the difference from like, oh, look at this black guy in London to white man, he's got money.
O'Brunny address.
O'Brunny. Yeah. Like if you saw me when I got out at Man Kasim, I was in Busho. I was like and they literally dropped me on the high road, like where the market is and everything. Yeah. The way people swarmed me for a second, I was like, oh shit, this is really dangerous. Yeah. Like this is really dangerous. I need to get out of it. Like it was I love Ghana.
So talk to me about your trip. So you were invited to come out to play the tribute concert for Teddy Osei, is that correct?
No, it's not. That's not. Technically, it's not correct. That was the initial thing. Ended up not happening.
Okay.
So instead, I just wanted to go Ghana anyways. So I was speaking to Bessa Simon,
sure.
Who's a member of Osibisa, and so I'm sure you're aware. Osibisa has been politics on politics.
So many different members over the years.
Yeah. The different levels of politics is like you think UK politics is bad. That band's politics is something else. And what it ended up being is he found some things for me to do while I was out there. But I still paid for my own ticket. It wasn't like I went on tour.
Yeah.
That's what it sounded like at first, and I was so gassed for that. But no.
But you had an invitation to come out.
I had an invitation, and they really rolled out the carpet when I went out there. It was like, I was really amazed actually. Like, UK, you need to step up your game because the way how other countries are treating musicians, it's kind of crazy. Like,
so this being your first experience in sub-Saharan Africa, what were your impressions and how did you feel, more importantly, when you got to Ghana?
First impressions, middle impressions, or last impressions? Because I was there for 3 weeks.
Yeah. Let's have it all, man.
When I first got there, I was like, oh, it's not that hot, to be fair.
You were there rainy season, weren't you?
Raining season, yeah. Also, global warming, everyone was saying this is colder than it usually is. So like, global warming is a big issue because it should not be 30 degrees in the UK and 24 degrees
in Ghana.
That should not be a thing. Like, that was my first initial thought. Then we got driven back to the Airbnb which we were staying in, and we got Chicken Republic. I had yam fries. What else did I have with that? I think I had chicken wings and yam fries. And I was like, these yams, they taste different to the London ones. They're sweet. There's a certain taste to them. It's like, okay, the food here is tasting different. And then Auntie came with a care package, with like jollof rice, like chicken stew, like beans and stuff. And I was like, wow. I'm not going to tell my grandma about
how good it was.
Yeah. She's not going to be happy. Because you know the war, Nigeria.
Oh, yeah, the Nigeria Ghana jollof wars. Yeah.
I don't want to even get involved with that shit anymore, man. Because I've still not been to Nigeria yet. This is next year's plan.
There you go.
But I think there's something about when you're in the motherland and you're eating food like that.
Yeah.
Suddenly you feel like your bones are strong.
Yes.
Like you can jump, you can dance, you can run. Like everything feels like possible.
Right.
Like, you feel the heat. Because it wasn't even that hot, but you can just feel the energy of the earth itself is giving.
There is something about being on the continent. As you know, Ghana is the closest country to 00 meridian. So it's basically the center of the earth.
Right.
And there is something around that.
It's amazing. Even the soil, how you can grow anything.
Oh yeah, I say that land is so fertile. I mean, you throw a seed out the window and a tree will grow.
Yeah. You spit on the floor, a tree.
It's crazy. Yeah.
It's nuts.
So you were out there for 3 weeks. So talk to me about what were you up to? You were doing some gigs. You played at 233.
I did so much. I'm actually kind of impressed with myself for managing to get all this in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Because it was actually quite intense to make it happen. But when I first got there, what happened? I went plus 233 for a tribute to Ni, bass player who died recently.
Okay.
And I experienced the performance, and function bands there is very different to function bands here. Man, they play for 4 hours straight.
Yes.
And it's high vibration the whole time.
They play for a long time.
And it's serious like grooves. It's locking all the time, like. And people are dancing, just having fun and stuff.
Yeah.
And then my cousin picked me up. I went to the club. First time, I went club quite a lot, but first time I went there, we behaved like we were the rich ones. And like we bought the table, we got the bottle, like we did the whole thing. That was fun. I had a lot of fun in Ghana. I'm just deep in it. Like, I went Labadi Beach.
Of course.
I went Art Center.
Yeah, standard,
Street Academy. This is a school by the Art Center.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
I was doing some stuff with them there. It was really, really amazing school. They're really working hard to kind of get the kids from Jamestown, teach them skills.
I saw something on your Insta. Yeah. Jamestown's a really interesting area because it's a fishing village. It's the big boxing area as well. All the boxers.
Big boxing. They're all learning boxing.
Yeah. I remember going to some thing ages ago, and there was these kids couldn't have been more than 8 or 9 years old, and they were proper boxing.
Yeah.
They were going for it, and I was like,
even when they're joking, it's like you can't joke like that in London. That's war talk.
Yeah, those young men are going to be tough. You know what I mean? Yeah, very, very cool.
So I went into Heart Jamestown. Like I was just experiencing just being there, and just like because I had I already knew all the people that I was gonna be seeing out there. They were kind of like, come with me, let me show you this, let me show you. They just kind of wanted me to see what their life was.
Yeah, of course.
So I went everywhere, really, man. I went everywhere.
That's so cool, man. That's so cool.
I went bush.
Yeah.
I went Enyan Denshian.
I don't even know what that is.
It's bush. It's like 20 minutes from Mankessim.
Okay,
like,
cool.
I got a coach to Cape Coast and got off early.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Them roads are fucked up.
Yeah, that Cape Coast road is really, really tough. It's a tough drive, that Cape Coast road. And, it's very windy and bendy, and it'd be dangerous. So.
It's messed up, like, honestly. Like, and, I had some very deep chats with some important people in Accra about just the future of Africa, the future of the state of what's actually going on with this place. And it's really messed up. Because when you see the biggest lie, I think, that people from the UK or like people from the West are told is that there's no money.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of money. It's
that
just
is the biggest lie.
It's just not evenly distributed. Yeah,
it's just the way it's being used. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So us as like, well, me, I should say more, as diaspora and like whoever's watching this as diaspora, it's important to know that if you're trying to help Africa or like save Africa, I know a lot of the Caribbeans are like, we need to save Africa.
Yeah.
It's the whole thing.
Yeah.
But you need to understand Africa needs to save Africa. Like Ghana was very hospitable for me. They welcomed me in open arms and I had a very clean ride with getting everywhere.
Yeah.
But Nigeria, you really got to navigate. Like even Ghanaians were saying, I'm scared of Nigeria.
Oh, Nigeria's tough. Nigeria's tough. I mean, Lagos is a really tough city. I mean, the entire population of Ghana is, I think it's just under 30 million. Lagos City is 30 million.
Yeah.
You know, in that city alone, it is one of the big mega cities of the world. I think Mumbai and I think Guatemala City or Mexico City and Lagos, they're like the 30 million plus cities. And yeah, I mean, Ghana is a very relaxed place to be in comparison, you know what I mean? Yeah.
It's so relaxed.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think anyone that's Caribbean has to go there.
We have a huge contingent of Jamaican people that come over all the time, and you know
it needs. I mean, the fact that the visa, like you don't need a visa to go there, like helps it. But I really think anyone that's Caribbean needs to go there because
it's the vibe.
I was looking at these Ghanaians and like, bro, you're so Jamaican.
Yeah.
Like, you're so Jamaican. You're Rasta, like, you're just
yeah. Well, they say that Ghana is the second home of reggae, you know. It really is. And then Shatta Wale is now doing so well internationally. I mean, all these guys, they're doing so well. And,
even when you hear High Life, certain High Life tunes, I'm like, this is almost Bob Marley.
There's a huge reggae influence that comes in everything, you know what I mean? And I think that's just part of the cross-pollination of black music, you know what I mean? It's the way it's been, you know? No, that's so cool, man. So, okay, so now let's talk about, so you were there for 3 weeks, you experienced, what did you really take back from your first experience? And how's it affected you musically and, you know, consciously?
What did I take? One thing, I came back to London and I appreciated things I didn't appreciate before.
Yeah.
I was just happy out there, to be honest. I don't know what necessarily I took back, but from the moment I came back, I went straight into rehearsals and then performed Queen Elizabeth Hall and then Ronnie Scott's and a whole list of things. And everyone was like, wow, man, like
something different.
You've been doing something in Ghana, man. You've been sounding, you've been practicing. I was like, I didn't even bring my sax. I brought a soprano.
I saw you had
a small soprano.
Yeah.
I played it about 3 or 4 times.
Really?
Like purely for work, like in collaborations and things. Like I was not practicing while I was out there. Like I wasn't wasting my time practicing. Like, I could do that whenever. I'm in Ghana. Like,
you wanted to keep it out of bounds.
Yeah. So, what I took over from it, I think, was there's so much talent out there.
There is, yeah.
There's
huge amount.
So much talent.
Huge amount.
Everyone has something that they can do to a very high level.
Yeah.
Like performance, music. Craftsmanship.
Yeah.
Everyone, like, they've got a thing.
Yeah.
That they've kind of really drilled into themselves. So it's made me kind of come back here to the UK because I was having this kind of feeling this year because I spent, you know, I've done the Charlie Parker thing. I've done weeks of like, you know, 12 hours practice every day, just kind of really try and drill in everything type thing. And then I got to a point where I was like, why am I still not making enough money? Like, why? Like, I'm gigging and I'm like, I'm working for people and they don't really understand what they're after. And like, I'm having to be extra professional to kind of accommodate that. But like, why is it they've got to pay me? And all these things. And then I went out there, I was like, wow, this is even more extreme.
Yeah.
Like, I'm looking at percussionists. I'm like, wow, if you were in the UK,
you'd be making a fortune.
Everyone would be calling you. Like, you can do all kinds of the rhythm. You can dance. You can do like that's another thing. Everyone can dance.
Oh yeah. It's in the bones.
Everyone can dance on a real level. On a real like enjoying yourself, Afrobeat.
In-depth level, you know. So let's talk about, what are you up to now in the UK? I know you've recorded this new album. Is it an album or an EP?
I think we should call it an EP, but I'm treating it like an album.
How long? How long?
Four tracks.
How long are the 4 tracks? How long is it though?
One of them is 10 minutes long.
Yeah, it's an album. It's like a fella album with 4 tracks.
Yeah.
So technically, because you know, it's a long.
I'm trying to get a vinyl press for it.
Yeah, so. It's a long player. You know,
it's a long player. Yeah. I mean, I think there's one track that's like 5.5 minutes or something.
That's the small one.
Yeah. So there's balance, but it's my first time releasing my own music. So
very cool. So let's talk about this process. I mean, you and I have talked about it off camera, but let's talk about it on camera. So let's talk about the lineup and let's talk about your vision. And I remember how you recorded it all very, very live. So yeah, talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk. It started. Well, all the tunes have been gigged for many years. Okay. That's the thing. Like, I've got full faith in the music because I've been gigging it for so long. Like, there's tunes that we've recorded that we were gigging at festivals 5 years ago.
Are these originals?
These are originals, yeah.
That you've written?
That I've written, yeah.
Fantastic. Cool.
All through my own inspiration, yeah. But it's really... I don't know how to describe it, really. I've always seen music as a healing thing. I've kind of got my own concept spiritually of how it ends up working, and it's very heavily related to the drum.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Or the heartbeat, as a lot of people like to call it.
Yeah, the rhythm of everything, yeah.
So it's very, very much based on that. But what it is exactly, I think, is dependent on who's listening to it.
Yeah, of course, it's open for interpretation.
It's open for interpretation, but I think it can be cool jazz.
Yeah.
There's some giant steps in there. If you really want to listen. But like, you can definitely dance to it.
Yeah. So it's Afro-Fusion.
Afro-Fusion.
See, Afro-Fusion is my go-to because it can encompass so many different things.
Right. But it's so hard to know what to, because like, you know, Fela Kuti.
Yeah.
If you look on the genre list, it's worldwide music.
See, that is the world music tag annoys the hell out of me because the world music tag could be from Peru or Japan,
right?
Or Africa or India. You know, it's Afro-Fusion. Yeah.
Afro-Fusion is the best way to describe it, I guess. But I guess it's kind of influence on everything I've kind of grown up experiencing and also being inspired by. So like there's Coltrane in there.
Of course.
There's Osibisa in there. There's Fela Kuti is in there.
Fela's always in everything.
Fela's always in there. Like Afrobeat, like the Panagon rhythm, you'll hear that throughout the whole thing.
Cool.
But in a jazzy way. And the lineup's sick. I can't lie. When you hear this lineup.
Let's talk about the lineup, because I remember you had 13 musicians, I want.
Something like that.
It was a lot, wasn't it?
It's a lot. Let's see, is it four horn players, like not including me, like four horns. We had drum kit, 2 percussionists, steel pan, keys, guitar. Yeah.
Damn. That's a lot going on.
And 4 horns, yeah.
And 4 horns.
Yeah, it was it was crazy. It was literally 12 hours in the studio.
I remember when you did it, and you just kind of just got on with it. And
I was like, look, we're gonna have to just do it. I don't even know what I can say on camera, but like,
but that's the vibe. We just got on with it. Yeah,
we just did it. It was like, look, we got 12 hours.
Just get on with it.
You know, the weed's over there. If you need to come, go get some extra inspiration. Food will be there at 2:30 p.m.
Yeah.
Like, we need to just get this shit done.
Yeah, nice. I really am looking forward to listening to it. I really, really am.
I can't wait for you to hear it, man.
Yeah. And now, just talking about the mixing of this, because this was another conversation that we had. So you actually had it mixed in Ghana.
Yes.
And you were worried about the mixing because there was so much going on the percussion elements, and you actually found the right person to get it done.
Best assignments.
There you go.
My G. I was struggling. I was like, the first I mean, the first mix I heard was the recording engineer that recorded the music itself, because he loved it so much he wanted to just have a go at it.
Bounce it down and have a go.
It sounded cool, but it sounded a bit like, you know, them old Sun Ra records where it's just everything's just pushed, like compressed as well, and it's a vibe, but it sounded like it was recorded so long ago that I couldn't. It wasn't really what I was after necessarily. Like, it's trying to make the recording sound a bit less professional. Right. But I was like, no, I spent money on this recording. Let's make it sound good. You got the real stems. Like, and then I gave it to another person. I think the biggest thing was just trying to get those drums to sit nicely, because there's too much going on. Like one percussionist had a djembe, 2 congas and a splash, full drum kit. Like,
there's a lot going on.
The other percussionist Emma's on there with chimbao. Like, it's like, how are you gonna? And even myself, I was like, well, I'm not sure how exactly, because I'm not fully trained in this side of things, but it's gonna fit. Like, there's a way to make it fit. Like, like Osibisa, you listen to, this has been done before. It's not the first time.
This is a really good process for you.
Yeah. I knew it was gonna, like, there was a way. I just needed to find the right person. And then I rang, well, because I was already going Ghana, I rang Bessa. I was like, look, bro, you got time? Like, can we sort this out? He was like, yeah, Charlie, no worries. No worries. Like, I'm gonna get my boy Kofi on it. So I was really treated, actually. It was my first time experiencing, like, got audio engineer and a producer. Which was amazing. So I could just be talking my authentic self. And then Bessa can translate that to the audio engineer. And like, even tell sometimes I might be thinking something that might not be actually correct.
So you just kind of mold it in the right way and kind of...
Exactly. And I mean, he's mixed all of the Osibisa records.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing.
So
he's great.
He was like... And it was a great experience just hanging with him and just talking through the whole thing, and him getting nostalgia of times he's like when he first heard the stems of Sunshine Day. And it was a similar thing where it's like recorded similar style to the way I recorded it, but it was in Abbey Road. And the way how, because of the bleed that was going on, you can hear people coughing in the background. Like, you can hear people like talking and stuff. Like,
do you know the track that we did together, Thinking About Q? There's a really funny moment in that track where you do something and you go, oh, I was just trying something. It's in the recording. I played.
It's in the actual track.
It's going to be on the single when it comes out. Yeah.
Sometimes those things make
it sounds fun.
And I actually, before I recorded it, because I did write arrangements for the horns and everything, I took it to Binker Golding.
Cool.
And he checked it through, and he kind of gave me advice on certain things, and was like, okay, it's all good to go. But he kind of did mention to me, I kind of already had that kind of ethos already before, but he's kind of like, yeah, any mistakes, they might be the thing that makes the track.
It's very true.
Because what I've got is the blueprint.
Let people be free.
People need to do their own thing on it.
Yeah, as soon as you get that freedom between people, and
and then everything's just dancing. And now I just feel so confident in it. I just can't wait for people to hear it.
Cool, man. I'm looking forward to it.
There's nothing out right now. Like, there's really nothing out right now that's like that. Everyone's on a different wavelength. My thing's bringing the old into the new, but in a way that's... people in the new don't really respect the old like that. You see, like Afrobeats nowadays.
It's
not Afrobeat.
It's not Afrobeat.
It's very far from.
Yes, there's a difference between Afrobeats with an S and Afrobeat.
Right.
And what is happening now is Afrobeats with an S, which is great, and but it's its own thing.
It's like, and I'd say they're related. They're cousins. But
it's not Afrobeat.
It's not Afrobeat. So my thing's kind of Afrobeat, but with the knowledge of Afrobeats now. So it's like
so there's
it's his own thing, and even like when you listen to the tracks, when we perform them, there's a whole different other side that you have to be there to see. Like, there's some vocal elements that you wouldn't hear on the track necessarily. There's like, there's a lot going on. But yeah, it's meant to heal. It's meant to make people dance and just enjoy themselves.
Nice.
I haven't had a bad review yet. So
okay, well, I cannot wait to hear it. Man.
Yeah.
So let's talk about what you're up to right now in London, because I know that in our conversation just before we started filming, you are playing one of the Giles Peterson Festival.
Yeah, We Out Here Festival.
Cool.
Yeah, I've got a little busy weekend. Yeah,
this will probably go out after that festival. So yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
okay,
Cool. This will be dropped probably after that. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I'm playing We Out Here Festival 3 times.
Cool.
The first one on the Saturday will be BXLX LDN, which is this year-long collaboration project that's been going on this year between Belgium and London.
Yes.
3 musicians from London, 3 musicians from Belgium.
Yeah.
Everyone's written a piece. We come together. We've got a gig. Cool. And now we're just gigging it. We're actually doing Pizza Express Holborn the night before.
Cool.
And then, we'll be doing that We Out Here Festival. That'll be fun. It's very experimental. So I'm kind of happy that's early on in the day. It's not really like a late night vibe. It's one of them ones where it's like, okay, you guys, let's see how you find it. Because it's an experiment. It's a real experiment.
Yeah.
If it weren't for this project, we wouldn't be collaborating necessarily. Like, but they're all wicked musicians, so it's good to see their more European side of thinking about jazz and music in general.
I remember when you went to Brussels for the first time. You were saying that.
I was really interested. It was different. I remember
we were talking about time signatures.
A lot of time signatures. But not enough talk about clave, if you ask me. A lot of time signatures though. Like, man. I did maths A-level as well. But I was struggling. I was like trying, 11, 7, 11, 7. I was like, okay.
Right.
But then like, I'm the kind of person who's like, say it to me and I'll say it back to you.
Yeah.
Let me hear it and I'll play it.
You figure it
out. But when I was reading it, I was like, this is, and then I figured out the clave, but like, that's what I need to, because that's how it grew.
Your anchor,
But that's how music should be, I think.
Yeah.
But things. I guess nowadays I just gotta say this is how my music should be, and anything that I think I'm authentically is my own music. Like, it's an African thing, really. Like,
It needs to just be how you feel it, rather than what's written down.
You need to get the cowbell out and just start whacking that. And then I'm there. And then I'm like, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Because so many African rhythms are in 12/8. And they're complex rhythms. And there's a track I've got on an album that I released, and I did it with a co-producer. And I still to this day, I'm very confused by this track. And the clapping rhythm in it, I still struggle with it today.
Right,
It's complicated,
There's all kinds of things that, I think we get tied down by these numbers and like correct notes for the chords and all these things that are like, this is the West that has kind of poisoned your mind now.
Very much so,
Like, you're supposed to just be having fun.
Yeah.
You're really supposed to be, whatever comes out should just be you, and the audience are there because you're there. So you've got to roll with the punches with those things. But like, this other way of thinking about it, I've realized I need to learn how to. It's like the Ghanaians that can speak English, right? Which is quite a lot of them.
Of course.
That's not their native tongue though.
Yeah.
So I've got to learn the Western language
to be able to make pigeon out of it.
Right. You understand? Yeah. It's like it's a way of there's a skill to it. Especially for being professional in a rehearsal space. That I'm getting better at.
Cool. This is all part of finding your identity and finding your originality. This is why I'm looking forward to hearing this album so much, and I'm looking forward to seeing what happens afterwards.
I can't wait. I really can't wait. I think hopefully it should be the turning point, because it's the first time people have. I've been very bad with social media, so I've been about for a long time, and people do know me.
You're still young.
I'm a bit word of mouth type, even with my gigs.
I mean, you've been making a big name for yourself on the jazz scene. I know that, you know, you've sat in with Ezra Collective a couple of times.
Right, yeah,
so, you know, you kind of making your way.
All, you know, Shabaka Hutchings, Moses Boyd, Theon Cross.
Yeah, played Brickland Jazz
Kay,
Festival. Yeah, you know.
Carole Thompson.
I think this
There's
is
loads of people.
This is just the journey, and I think, you know, the name Ade Kayode is going to be out there very much in the next few years. You know.
Yes, I share.
Yeah, you know, we praise.
We hope. But yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, very, very cool, man.
Yeah.
So let's think. I'm trying to think. Anything really exciting happening for you in the next year?
Well, the EP is coming out, which is going to be a big thing. Anything really exciting happening? I've got a UK tour. I've got a UK tour happening in Easter.
There you go. And this is a UK tour for yourself as a headliner?
As a headliner, yeah.
There you go. That's a pretty big thing, man.
Thing, yeah. The dates are not out yet. Okay. But, you know, the money's flowing enough to make it happen.
Very good.
We need to just book it all in the next month.
Cool.
So that will happen after the release of this music.
And you're going to be playing this music on that tour?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. It's going to be my band, like, UK tour. If anyone in the comments really wants me to come there, let me know now. Yeah. Because then I'll see if there's a venue that could be good for collaborating. But I think it's going to be about 6 or 7 dates.
Cool.
We just need to kind of really confirm where they're going to be. But I've got a good idea of where they're going to be.
Very cool.
Already.
Well, I mean, once you get the UK dates sorted out, you can probably get some France dates.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Obviously, trying to get abroad as much as possible.
And then you've got your Belgium hookup.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Jazz Middelheim.
You know.
Yeah. We'll see where it takes me.
Very cool.
I don't want to say too much and not get anything, but I don't want to say too little and people don't realize what's going to happen.
No, I'll make sure that in the comments that we have some details of what you're up to and all the things that's going on for you.
So, yeah. I mean, a lot's happening. It's quite intense to kind of keep it, to even think about it because there's too much going on.
You just got to do it.
I've been doing so many of cultural activism, doing other things.
Now, something that you mentioned that I didn't realize, you mentioned that you were involved with the documentary for Grenfell.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was your involvement?
I did that. I was assistant music director, I think is the correct.
Is the correct credit on the
/ musician, because I also am on the recording.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. How did that come about?
That was through Ben Burrell. He was actually a mentor originally through Tomorrow's Warriors. I'm an alumni for Tomorrow's Warriors.
I wanted to mention that as well. Yeah.
And he shouted me for it. He said, "Look, there's budget for it.
Yeah.
I thought you'd be a good fit." He knew that I was. Obviously, I went to school in Cardinal Vaughan and I grew up in Northwest. My school was probably a 20-minute walk, 15-minute walk to Grenfell.
Right.
It's like just round the corner.
Right.
So I had friends that were in the building at the time, or next to the building.
Wow.
It was a big part of, it very much affected my life and was very, I mean, everyone says it, is a big part in people like to say working class history, but there were middle class people in that building as well. It's not just a working class problem. It was governmental.
It was just a bad bureaucracy.
It's actually the same issue that is in Ghana, in Accra, is the idea of we don't want to put all our efforts into making this done properly. We're going to try and use as little money as physically possible. Yeah. And because of that, there's going to be issues.
Yeah, of course.
So it's that same mentality that created that fire. It's the same reason why the roads aren't fixed in Accra, if you think about it.
Yeah.
It's this, but yeah, I got the shout for that. I got to work with Ade, who was the director on the whole thing. And I was just honored to be a part of it, really.
Yeah, it's a big thing to be a part of,
It's a very intense documentary. Everyone should definitely watch it, but if you're affected by it in any way, I'd definitely say it's okay, pause it. You don't have to watch it all in one go. There's some really, first time I was watching it in the studio where we were talking about how we're gonna make things link up and stuff, I actually took a break. I'll admit it, for 15, 20 minutes because there's certain footage that I was seeing and it was reminding me of the time and That building was like that is such a big building.
I know. I grew up in sort of, well, central London. I grew up in Baker Street, but I used to have a lot of friends in that area.
Right. Yeah.
And I know someone who I think was in the block across opposite.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just, again, hanging out in Grove and all that. You know what I mean?
It's crazy. Yeah. It's
you know people in that around.
It's a like, you know what I mean? You can see that building from a lot of different locations.
Like, Westway.
You're on the train. Even if you're in like East Acton or something like, or even as far as Kensal Rise, I think you can probably see it. I was really honored to be a part of it. It was, I felt it was important to represent for that. And even when the community screening actually came across, and I saw, I shouldn't even name anyone I saw there, but the people I saw there that I know were very much affected by it, and were some of the people on the front line, first people to be there, like the musicians, like ready to make some noise and protest for what is happening.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And whilst the governments were kind of hiding, they're like, we can't go there yet. We're a bit kind of nervous. But if you watch the documentary, you'll see Theresa May even kind of apologizes for it.
Yeah, they dropped the ball in a big way.
Yeah,
big way. Yeah.
But the documentary kind of explains a lot of it. Yeah. It goes into depth enough for the message to come out.
Yeah.
So it's worth checking out, honestly.
Yeah.
Everyone should watch it.
We'll make sure
I did that.
Very
with the Metronomes, famous steel pan band led by Shiloh.
Okay.
Wicked steel pan player, wicked professional. Just great working with her.
It's one of the great things about London is that we've got such a really strong Caribbean influence.
Right.
Within music in London. And I was saying this on an earlier episode, that the influence in the UK, I think, was really reggae and Caribbean back in the day, and now it's becoming African. You know what I mean? But there's been such a strong reggae and Jamaican and Caribbean influence that
it's true. Yeah,
it's a vibe. You know what I mean?
It's just there's something about reggae music you can.
There is something about reggae music. It
works in so many different scenarios. Like. Really, what I'm looking forward to in We Out Festival is Channel 1.
Yes.
On the Sunday. Cool. Religiously. I haven't even checked the lineup, but I'm like, I know you're gonna be there, because you wouldn't just up and leave. Like, you're the reason I'm there every year. Just to
I'm gonna check this out,
skank to that.
Yeah. I can't wait to see what's going on. You know?
It's a cool festival. I'll leave it at that. I don't want to say too much about the festival, because nothing's black and white.
There you go. Well, this will probably come out after then. So very, very cool, man. Anything else that you want to touch upon? I mean, anything else that you wanted to let anyone know about that you're up to? I think we've covered.
I actually run a whole events, community, and workshop based organization in Manchester.
I did not know that.
That is another thing of some of the things I do.
Okay, what's that called?
Purple Collective.
Okay.
It's a big force in Manchester nowadays. Got collaborations with Cannes, where we do some quite important workshops with some high risk children.
Oh wow.
And we've been doing events, club nights. I've been doing a jam session there for like 3 years.
Cool. Yeah,
that's been cool.
So that's why every time I call you, you're on the road to Manchester.
Yeah.
I'm driving.
Literally, yeah. And that's been going great. And we've already had a early promoter funds and stuff. We're trying to get some more substantial money so we can keep going. But we've got all the right collaborations. We just need a bit more money to kind of make things proper regular. But a lot of cool stuff happening in Manchester with that.
We're gonna make sure we have all the details in the bio and everything.
Yeah, man. Yeah. It's one of the most rewarding things I'm doing at the moment, I think.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the difference between the industry in Manchester and the industry in London is that London, we all accept there's enough money here.
Yeah.
We're all like, there's money here. We just need to find it. It's like, and this place is so big. It's like a whole country.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, let's just keep looking. We're gonna find it somewhere. Manchester, it's like, where's the money? There's no money.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this one's got money, but he's not gonna give it to me because he wants to keep the money, type thing. So like the mentality there is one where you feel way more in a box. I think, from my perspective, like the kind of routes you can go down is much more limited in the UK.
Yeah. Now your connection to Manchester being that you went to university there, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I ended up living there for 4 years, 3 years,
3.5, 4 years,
3.5.
Yeah.
And yeah, I went up there. It's funny because I actually thought, I didn't really deep it too much because I didn't even apply for university. It's a weird story.
Okay.
Like I was going through so much at the time. Like my mum was just about to die, and I took a gap year before going. So my school applied to all my university for me.
Wow.
This is what I mean. Like Miss Whelan, like
there you go.
Like you know what I mean. Like real talk, that was really important because I was saying that I don't want to go to university. I've got all this shit I need to deal with. Yeah. Like I hear it, but at the same time,
you got life.
How am I supposed to deal with this? Yeah. And like, what's the point of starting something and then dropping out of it?
Yeah, of course.
Like, but they actually managed to. I got into Oxford.
Wow.
Like, I got a choral scholarship into Oxford.
Wow.
Like, and I turned that one down.
Yeah, my sister got into Oxford. She did the same. She turned it down. Yeah. She's an artist. She's a visual artist.
Yeah, I got to spend 2 separate 1 weeks there, like accommodation, 3 meals, everything. Yeah. It was like a little like retired holiday.
Yeah,
like you just feel old while you're there, innit? Like a little bit. And yeah, it just felt a bit like Get Out. I'll be real.
Really?
It just felt a bit like
it just didn't feel right.
Where are the... And I'd be like, oh yeah, you look like... I was like, Italian. Oh. Like, not saying all Italians are bad, but you know there's that thing, innit? There's that thing where it's like...
That's so funny. But you felt more comfortable in Manchester?
Yeah, well, I already knew Manchester, kind of. I had friends that were up there, that were like DJs, like musicians and stuff.
I feel good there.
Yeah.
No, I was talking about the connection to Manchester. I was talking initially about just saying what anything you got coming on, and we talked about this the Purple Collective. What's it called?
Yeah, Purple Collective.
Purple Collective.
We just did International Jazz Day at Aviva Studios.
Cool. Cool. Yeah.
While I was in Ghana.
Cool.
But it was wicked. It looked insane. We had a full female lineup.
Fantastic.
For like all the acts. Not even intentional.
Yeah.
Like I say this all the time. Like, although should I say it publicly? This is the because you never know how people are in the comments. But basically, I say I do not necessarily call myself a feminist because I think there's a lot of people nowadays that are trying to meet quota.
Yeah.
They're trying to say, okay, we need to keep our diversity up, so let's cherry pick people. Like, let's make sure we get like, oh, let's just grab this. This one's female, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, this one's what's it called? Like black. Like,
fine.
Let's just put him in.
Yep.
Let's like, oh, this one is
Indian, Asian. Yeah,
there's all these kind of.
We need a trans person. We need this.
Yeah, we need this. We need this. Like, we need to get our diversity quota up. I'm never about that.
Because should be.
I just find
whoever's good and right for the job.
Right. Who's right for the job? And then we looked at the lineup and I was like, wow, this is an all-female lineup.
And they were just right for the job.
Like, well,
that's the way it is.
Cool, isn't it?
Cool.
Like, it's just cool. But yeah, we had Hannah Biel. We had Emma Marsh doing workshops. We had Tiffany, or Sandia, sorry, that's her alias as a DJ. Doing a late night set. And yeah, it popped off. I know people from London that came up for it.
Yeah.
It's that good. Yeah. So yeah.
Very cool.
Always cool things happening.
Very cool.
Not much time to sleep.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna give you some time to sleep. And yeah, thank you very much for coming through today. It's been a really nice chat, and I will put in the information underneath all the future things you're doing, all the things that you have been doing, and I really can't wait to hear the album, man. I can't
wait for you to hear it, man. It's so much fun. Like,
yeah, it's gonna be.
I just know anyone that hears it's like, oh. Yeah. I've heard this before. Oh wait, no, I haven't. It's like, yeah. It's